Hey everyone, it's BigSmoons with a Platinum Review, where I talk about the games that I had the Platinum Trophy or 100% on and what it took to get there. I also review the games based on the amount of fun I had. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits. Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits is a tactical role-playing game that was released in 2003 from developer Cattle Call. The game was released for the PlayStation 2 and takes place 1,000 years after the end of Ark the Lad 3. The original Ark the Lad trilogy was released on the original PlayStation. I never played the original trilogy, nor have I played the sequel to this game. My history with this game comes from my friend in middle school having it and me watching him play it. The game has a PlayStation 4 version that's on PlayStation Now. The PS4 version has upped the resolution and added trophies. I think this is a good time to talk about PlayStation Now, as it has allowed me to play a lot of games that I would have not otherwise been able to play. I never owned a PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Now gives me access to a huge library of games for the PS3 and PS4. There's also a small collection of PS2 games. That is where Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits is located, so let's get started. Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits puts players into the shoes of Karg and Dark, one human and one Deimos, a demon race. You take turns playing through each of their stories and gaining their perspective of the situation in the world. Humans blame the Deimos for all their problems, and Deimos place the blame on humanity. The two races are forbidden from interacting. Karg and Dark have the same objective for different ends. They both want to collect the 5 Great Spirit Stones. These are the physical representation of water, fire, earth, wind, and light. Karg wants to purge the world of Deimos so that humanity may live in peace. Dark wants to rid the world of humanity, to protect the Deimos and rule as king. It may be easy as humans to want to side with Karg. Karg has lived a good life living with his mother in peace among the humans. Dark, on the other hand, has lived in slavery since the death of his father. Each protagonist gets their own team in typical RPG fashion. I prefer the characters from the dark side of the story. To me, they are more interesting in design than the human team of Karg. They feel like the underdogs. The team is made up of Dark, Delma, Volk, and Babadora. Even though I don't agree with their end goal, I can understand their motivation. The other team consists of Karg, Paulette, Maru, and Gans. But my favorite character is Samson, the double-barreled gun-slinging leader of the Moonstone Gang of Thieves.
You better run before you fall for me.
Both teams can unlock secret characters by participating and completing the arenas. The arenas and the characters unlocked from them are tied to trophies as well. You traverse large individual maps that are connected by an overworld. You don't actually get to walk around the overworld, but individual areas are connected. The areas you visit are interesting, but there isn't much to do in individual places. They are often just used to have a new place for a cutscene to play out. You and your party fight your way through the game by using standard attacks, special skills, and magic. The combat system is turn-based and requires you to move into position before taking an action. Back attacks do more damage, and you can use spells to turn the tide of battle. These spells cost spirit stones, which can drop from enemies when they are defeated. The combat here is pretty enjoyable. The attacks have weight behind them. The special skills are great, even if the spirit stone mechanic is a bit clunky. It would have made much more sense to give everyone mana points instead of tangible items used to cast skills. Our two main characters aren't the only people vying for power. Even though Karg and Dark are diametrically opposed in their objectives, there is a third party that stands in each of their way: Darkham and the Dillsweld army. Darkham's goal is to collect the 5 Great Spirit Stones himself and take over the world. This is the story. You take turns alternating between the two main characters, fighting monsters and soldiers on their quests to collect the stones. I give Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits a 6 out of 10 for fun. It's just at this point in my life I've played so many other RPGs. By the time I had played this one, I just feel that so many have done it better. It's not a bad game, but there's been so many better RPGs released since then. The story didn't draw me in, even though the combat was decent. This game is a reflection of the time it was released, and I may have liked it significantly more had I played it back then. Let's talk trophies. There are 32 trophies for this game. A good portion of them can be earned from completing the game and doing certain actions in battle. The rest come from completing the arenas, getting some collectibles, and leveling your characters. And luckily here, you only have to get to level 50 for these trophies. The two main trophies I suggest you look out for when playing through the game is wearing 3 romantic earrings with one character and obtaining the gorgeous ring. These trophies are easily missable if you don't collect them when the opportunities arise. If you follow a collectibles guide while playing, then it will only take you one playthrough. However, if you miss the collectibles and save afterward, then I do not recommend another playthrough, and for that reason, I do not recommend you get that platinum. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to continue this series of talking about the games that I have the platinum or 100% on. Let me know what you like or dislike in the comments below. I'd like to end today's video by saying, there's a big world outside of your front door, and every journey starts with the first step. If you need someone to talk to, I can be reached on Twitter at BigSmoons. I'll see everyone next time on BigSmoons Platinum Review.